This was on my For You page. This is an example of a man overcoming his fear and asserting his power. You won't believe what happens at the end.
I'm strong. Move forward. Move forward. Move forward. I'm a man. Forward. I am a man. I am a man. I am a man. I am a man. Move forward. I am a man. I am a man. Move forward. I am a man. No!
He is overwhelmed with emotion because he allowed himself to let go and assert himself. When a man taps into his power, a grieving process happens. This is a natural release of the old self.
The still frame in the front, the guy in the back tilting his head, he already know what's gonna happen. He like seen this shit before.
Let me look at the comments first. Bro left 2 astronomically long comments trying to hide the rest of the comments. So the original creator of this post
Has a huge comment.
2 huge comments, and then that's why they said that. Gay porn is less gay than this. Did he finish? Straight men will do anything but get therapy. I've heard that before. Not all types of therapies work for all types of people. Like, women work well in therapy because it's about talking and feelings and emotion. Men actually sometimes bond and heal through different means. So you can't make, everyone just needs to speak to a therapist, and that's how everyone should heal and whatnot. Oh, I heard this great phrase. It said, women do better communicating face to face. Men communicate better like side to side. I heard that and I was like, that's a bar. If there's 2 men doing something, fishing,
I see that.
sports,
I see that. Filming a YouTube video.
on the grill,
Setting up an event.
golfing, playing video games. Men will bond side by side. Women are face to face. I try to look at this with an open perspective.
Clearly it worked for him if he signed up and wanted to do this. Maybe some people need it. He accepted that I'm gonna come out a changed man after I do X, which is whatever this guy's telling me to do.
This is low-hanging fruit where it's like you could roast the shit out of this because it's just so taboo. But I think even the way that men will, if you win a sports game or you're boxing and you knock someone out, there are things that men can do that will
Give you
sort
that
of,
rush or enlightenment that you need.
it'll give you that strength, reinforcement, or maybe you have a child, or maybe
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm sure there's different ways. And maybe this is something that worked for this guy to be pushing up against someone. Although it is a bit strange, I ain't mad at it.
I'm not gonna stop him from doing it. But he's already got a page, so clearly he's got a whole system of clients.
I'd rather succumb to depression and end my life than do some fruity cornball shit like this. Yeah, the internet is pretty cruel.
Yeah, it sucks because if this wasn't filmed, we wouldn't know about it, and that guy gets to feel 10 times better, go home. But because we can film everything, and this guy, his services to him, thinks that every man needs this, everybody else is gonna judge it for what it is. Most people on the internet don't take anything serious anyways.
Yeah.
They're getting roasted to infinity.
Like, hey, maybe some people need to scream in a pillow. Maybe you need to scream at a mountaintop to hear your voice.
You need a bark.
This is making me think, have I unlocked my true strength type shit? I might need to push someone. I need to find someone that's gonna let me.
Who wanna get pushed?
Can I push someone? What was he saying? I'm a man?
I'm a man. Guess I haven't opened my mind enough to even try something like that.
Maybe the people that are judging it the most need it the most. Maybe you need to be in the middle of Arizona with a bald bearded man. Push against him.
I do know for a fact though, like when men work out together, like all their testosterone goes up because you're already around that. So there's probably something to like him pushing another guy, and there's definitely something being released besides the dopamine or whatever. I can see that there's definitely some type of physiological effect going on. And maybe it sounds ridiculous, but if you actually did it, let's say I pushed on no Diddy 5 guys. What if I pushed on 5 dudes and now I just feel like amped up?
Initially, I wanted to judge this.
Maybe I'll sign up, but nobody can know about this, and there'll be no video posted ever.
This is what he said. The world needs more men, real men, unbreakable men. Unbreakable men move their inner resistance, blah, 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 blah. We need more men to break through their inner resistance and lead the world from their heart. What you're witnessing is a powerful moment from an unbreakable man experience when a man who was afraid to move forward in life broke through that. He tapped into a deep well of power and unleashed it. When he did this, what came through was a sensation of grief at the end. This is a natural release process for any man unlocking their power. This is what I do. I hold space for men to unlock their power, unleash their potential, and uncover their purpose. Now, I'm not gonna say it's BS. I think this might be able to be done in other ways, but you know what? More power
Hey,
to
the women have their enlightening classes, men have their unbreakable classes.
If women can be watching Love Island and having tea time and astrology and bullshit, I need to be pushing this bearded man in the desert.
I feel like the only thing to unlock my strength is just to be around a lot of other men doing some type of physical activity. And whether that's a combat sport or club that's working out, or that's like the only thing I could think to be real strength. Just be around other powerful men that are strong men and do some type of activity together.
I think I want to do that myself too, because I had a moment recently. I was with a bunch of older gentlemen. They were all older than than me, and they were talking about life and like just some wide shit. And I was sitting there spectating. I chimed in once or twice, but
Damn, I need to be on their level.
it was a feeling I hadn't had in long, like ever, I don't think, where I'm in the presence of older dudes learning some game and shit. And I was like, damn, I need to
Be around this more.
I need to be around this shit because I'm not really around groups of men necessarily who are comparing ideas and talking about good, helpful
Everybody
stuff.
sees life a different way, and if they already succeeded life in 10 different ways, holy shit, let me get some of that.
But nowadays we just sit on our phones.
Yeah, you really have to put yourself out there.
If you're a grown man or young man at that, sitting on your phone all day, looking at all the shit they got going on and people drinking soy milk and oat milk and now you got fucking tits, whatever. Not neither here nor there. I just saw someone drinking oat milk today and I was like, ain't that bad for you?
Soy milk doesn't even give me tits. Stay away from that.
Haven't you heard that? That soy milk gives you like estrogen?
Oh shit. I have heard about milk in general. All I know is sugar lowers your testosterone, and I eat too much sugar, so that's a problem.
I heard soy is like, oh, you're a soy boy. So if you're drinking something with
That's where it
soy,
came from. Okay, I believe it.
is soy bad for men? The USDA, soy is healthy and nutritious choice for men and women. Okay, Rhino might be tweaking. Yeah, if you're in real life more and doing some
Yeah, like
shit.
where most guys aren't around that many dudes, unless you're doing like football or something like that, whatever sport.
Well, you were boxing before.
That helped a lot. That definitely unleashed stuff. Definitely gotten softer since then because like I was on I forgot what the phrase was, but like when you're nervous or alert, like doing something that actually is a good thing. And so like when I would have to spar or even just train, like I always have nervousness and have like this high alert in my head. But that just, once you're in there doing the workout or the fighting, like it actually felt so good. Boxing stuff definitely put me in a mode where my brain can't be like that unless you're in that situation. And then you walk away feeling like you just left a hot sauna, or you're just like in a very nice meditative state after, because you're like, ooh,
You feel good. You
feel good. Yeah, I mean, obviously you're like sore and stuff, but then that as a guy, that's kind of like or like you feel good. Or remember I got hit so hard in the face once, I was like, God damn it. Like even after I sat down, I was like, bro, my cheek hurts. They're like, you'll be all right. Just pat me on the back. And I'm like, yeah, I'll be all right. And then I was able to almost numb the pain by being like, that's just, it is like, yeah, you get hit. That's what's supposed to happen. So I think combat sports, like any of them, probably worth taking up as a guy. I feel like everybody needs to learn some type of fighting.
I think the big takeaway for me with all this is when you're us as Homo sapiens, I don't know how long humans have been on Earth, or some hundreds of thousands or millions of years. There's a reason when you go out in nature, you feel better, you feel calmer. There's a reason when you eat health, like food that comes from the earth, you feel better. There's a reason when you're with a group of people, family, etc., you feel better.
More connected.
It's like our Homo sapien human natural biology wants us to do things that we had been doing for hundreds of thousands of years. But when we don't do it, when you're in a cubicle all day, when you're staring at your phone all day, you're doing the exact opposite of what your ancestors did. Therefore, you feel like shit. The early humans were running after fucking antelopes and shit, fighting other tribes and doing physical things, and they were really in tune with their body and everything. The more you do that now, the more you'll feel healthy. So I think this is just one way of trying to do that.
But then regardless, it's like, oh, maybe there's 15 people and these guys are all cracking a laugh, talking, having a good time. Like, hey, at least you have some type of community, which is, that's how we thrive. All of us are just in little niche communities and different tribes. We're all just trying to find other people to connect with because that's what we're meant to do.
Ain't it crazy how, I don't know the self-deletion rate. I know it's predominantly male and it's getting worse. And it's because men are feeling useless, like they have no purpose and they can't be helpful and they have no purpose. A guy like this who's struggling with that does something that helps him. And what are all the comments? You gay as shit. Why not just fuck? Everyone claims to care about, oh, deletion is bad and men's mental health month. But this is the comments we see when there's a guy trying his best to break out of his own thing and get into and be a masculine man. Ain't that something?
I guess it's more of like a guys can just take it on the chin and keep it pushing. Damn, this is one of those things where that's why, hey, this is a key example. That's why guys can't be vulnerable, because he's doing something that's vulnerable to him.
You're cooking.
And that's supposed to make him feel better. But now he's going to read these comments and now he's like, I don't actually want to go back and do that anymore. No wonder guys don't speak about anything that any help or, hey man, I've been doing this unbreakable man thing for a month, better than ever. You show it to your friend, everybody clowns you. And again, there's two men. There's the guy that can laugh and be like, they don't understand. I'm going to keep doing this. Or there's a lot of guys that if the deletion rate is going up, yeah, maybe I am an idiot. maybe this is stupid.
You see that here too. This comment here, I'm a man, and then they put the little painting nails, insinuating that this is some sort of gay,
Flamboyant, softy,
homosexual
girly.
thing. Like you just said, women will be the first people to say, I want my man to be vulnerable. Guys should be more in tune with their emotions and emotional intelligence. And the second they do it, you clown them because you ain't never seen some shit like this before.
Yeah, like I feel like if any guy showed this to their girl, like, hey babe, what'd you do today? Went to my Unbreakable Man class, they're gonna laugh at you. And it sucks because what if this is really the key to help him? That's what we were saying earlier, but.
And I can understand, okay, there's people, this could be turned into a funny joke, whatever. But I think there's just that underlying thing is, this is a real person. This is a real
Yeah, and I guess guys more than ever probably just don't really share people with what they're going through. And if this guy already found a solution that he thinks gonna help him, kind of sucks that it's being shared online because every bro just became a woman, even as dudes.
They're putting gifts of Brokeback Mountain.
Oh, man.
People be hating, but sometimes this is what someone needs. I would advise doing some sort of, whether it be combat sport, regular sport, hiking, fitness, gym, something, and especially if you can do it in a group of people, specifically a group of men, I think that's a great place to start.
That's why I think like anybody in high school, middle school, elementary, at least before you even become your own person, like do sports. Like that 100% is gonna teach you a lot. As you get older, if you can, try to find the time, find groups of people that you can continuously do some type of activity that I think will release all those endorphins for you. There's a reason why like combat sport guys have this aura to them. Yeah. There's a reason when even a football player has this aura, a basketball player has this aura. It's like, yeah, they've been around a lot of other men and they come out, more power. They have this, they just have the aura.
Mm-hmm. Social media and TikTok is telling people, oh, be more like a woman and be more feminine and like
Drink more soy milk.
Drink more fucking soy, and it's like being androgynous, and that's the way things go. They're saying that masculinity's bad and you shouldn't be like this. Man, when I walk into Lowe's and I smell of fresh cut cedar, wood, whatever, I'm like, something instinctual in me is like, I'm supposed to be here. I don't know if you had that moment where you like,
build some.
You cut into a steak and you're like,
oh no, definitely.
And you eat that shit, you're like, yeah, I'm a man.
Even when I cook it, I be feeling like that. Mm-hmm. I'm just like, this is all I'm supposed to be doing.
No, Rush, Rush, you feel connected.
This is what it is.
That being said, if someone would allow me to push them, let me know. I'm ready to push someone.
I'm ready to DM.
Hit me up.
Peace.